Hello, everyone. It's Douglas with Other Than Intended Purposes. Jack is with me. He's behind the camera right now. And what we are here to talk about today is the Becker K-Bar BK40 folding knife. I've had this now for a little over a month. I like to use something and know something about it before I just come out and read off all the stats and say, I read what was on the packaging. That's a review. I don't do that. So, to the packaging. This is an AUS 8 3.5 inch blade. Overall open is 8.5 inches. It is a liner lock with glass reinforced nylon handle scales, 0.13 on the thickness of the blade, and 1.38 on the width. Got all that out of the way so I can stop looking down at the paper. I said I've had this knife about about a month. I've been using it, and this has one design thing that really is a bother to me, and this is not a bother to most people, but the things that damaged me did nerve damage, and I have a hard time with this thumb. See, I can't do it. There we go. It is a real effort for me to use a thumb stud to open it up. So more often than not, when I've used it, I've actually two-hand opened it. But other than that, and we're going to leave that to the side because that is a problem I have. That's not a problem you have. This is a really well-made and well-designed knife. Ethan Becker makes knives.
It could be a problem you have.
Huh?
It could be a problem you have, just to be inclusive.
But Ethan Becker designs knives that he wants to use because he wants to go out in the woods and cut stuff. So the blade shape on this is really nice. You do have it's a fine edge. You do have a good deep belly here, so you can really get into cutting and slicing. It's listed as a full flat grind, but it's got a ridge there. This is a high saber. I don't care if they say it's flat. It's a very high saber. Now, it is made in China, which is a sore point for some people, including me. But in using this over the last month, I have found that it is extremely good at slicing. I've got a chunk of wood here. Let me get rid of the... Yeah, actually, that showed right there. But it's got a really good profile, so you can get in there and get some wood removal. But it's also good for detailed work. I mean, it's you've got to... Oh, that was thicker than I meant to cut. You can make some big old chunks coming off of there, and you can make some really thin ones coming off. I did not set that up well for a feather stick, but I'll do it anyway. Says the guy who feather sticked a toothpick because he was bored. But now, it is a folder. I would not baton with it. It's AUS 8. People are going to say, well, AUS 8's crap steel. Well, AUS 8 is a... The problem with steels is, as they make them better and better, the ones people loved 10 years ago, oh, that's crap, I would never use that. But you loved it 10 years ago. No, yes. Crewware and stuff like that is a better steels, but for a pocket knife, what are you doing that you need that? Now, to compare this a little bit for size, I have big hands. When I grab onto that, the handle just disappears. So I have a couple of other knives here to show. These are the ones that I own that are in the same size zone. So that's why I like flippers. Next to the CRKT Hammond Cruiser. Again, I like the big handles because I got big hands. This one is an amazing knife. I never did a review on it, and I probably should have. This is not assisted opening. That's just how smooth it is. This is a Honey Badger. If anyone has a Honey Badger, then there's a good size comparison for it. I really like fine edges. The Honey Badger's a little bit swept, whereas that's got a straighter cutting edge on the bottom. And then the one that I've been carrying, oops, I failed that one. There we go. The one that I've been carrying, I carried this Cruiser for 10 years. I finally put it away, and I pulled out, this was a gift a while back, and I pulled this out. But this is the home front. There, it gives you a good idea of the size. In all honesty, if it was a flipper, I would be carrying the BK40 as my daily carry. I really like the shape of the blade. I really like the sliciness of it. It's got a really good grip on it. I have the belt clip set up, tip up. You can actually do it on either side, left or right-handed, and it can be tipped down, left or right-handed. It has the holes. It's recessed so that the clip can go in. That's a pretty nice little pocket clip. It's not as deep carry as some. It's deeper carry than my Cricut was. You can see the Honey Badger runs a little bit deeper. And the home front runs fairly deep as well. These get to the point where they're pretty much flush with your pocket. Whoops, wrong way. This is the home front on there right now. There's the BK40 next to it. That is your pocket reveal right there. Which, on that home front, that's a lot better than for the years I was carrying the Hammond Cruiser. There's a lot more visibility on that. And since I'm doing this to all of them, there's your Honey Badger. Again, really deep, nice, flush. Man, that Hammond really sticks up. It's behind me all the time. I didn't realize how much it stuck up. But I like the home front. I like the blade shape on the home front. But in all honesty, oh, that worked. If it wasn't for this being a thumb stud instead of a flipper, if this was a flipper, it would be in my pocket. So, I don't really know what else I could say about it. If it were a fixed blade, I would show you, more skills with it and stuff. But even with it being just a folder, oops, too much. Even with it just being a folder, you can still get some pretty good notching. I mean, you're never going to have a folder replace a fixed blade. But if this was all you had in your pocket and you needed to do something, a little bit of a 7-notch in there. I didn't go very deep because I'm tired and I'm going to use this to cut my food with later. So while we're doing this, we got the can cooker over there making us some sausage and little potatoes. Because we're in the park, why not? Anyway, like I said, I really like it, but that thumb stud just kills my. That hurts all the way up to about here every time I do that. Which means I'm gonna stop doing it because that hurts. But yeah, like I said, Other than that, and that is a completely personal problem that most people don't have, this is one of the better folding knives in the budget category. Now, I don't know exactly how much this cost. I should have looked it up. I should have. But this was a gift. And I've got to say that in the in the budget range, this is one of the better.
What's its name again?
It's a BK40.
Okay.
Jack's looking it up. I didn't even think of that. This is one of the better made budget range folding knives I have seen in the last 10 years. It is solid as a rock. There's no wobble in it at all. It came perfectly centered. It's slightly off perfect, but it's still really centered. The action, although my thumb doesn't like it, this one can probably do it. Nope, that thumb can't do it very well either. There we go. The action on it is really smooth if your thumbs work. I don't recommend having really bad nerve damage in your shoulders and arms. That's just, it sucks.
MSRP is $53.81. Currently on Knife Center, it is $39.95.
Okay, Jack said, did you say 50?
$53.81.
Okay, MSRP is $53.81. Nobody ever pays MSRP for something like this. He just said that currently on Knife Center it is
$39.95.
$39.95, so $40, and it's a Ethan Becker design, K-bar quality, and it's just a really well made, well thought out knife. So that's all for that. Now, real quick before we wrap it up, Jack and I shoot a lot of our stuff here in this park. And I tell people, yes, this is the town park where I live that is really nice. Had a couple people ask me more about it. This is a 60 acres park. 40 acres are redwoods. It has a 5-acre zoo that has 197 animals, I think it said. And they just put in a skywalk, which sometime soon we're going to be going on, and I'll probably video that. They have a playground over here, and they're building a brand new playground over here that's more inclusive for people with disabilities. They're putting in a parkour course, which that's going to make the hospital happy.
It's also about 3 blocks from the primary emergency room.
Yeah, they're putting in an enclosed area for 2 to 5-year-olds to be protected away from the bigger kids. I mean, this is a really nice place in the middle of town. So, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a little bit choppy. I'm out of practice. My health issues have made it so we're not doing this as often, so I'm out of practice talking. Have a good evening. Go out into the woods, take your tools out there and practice with your equipment, and just enjoy the woods. Bye.